Well, now we are ready to make another video. Well, good morning. I'm Luquitas Montes, and I'm going to keep reading this book, and the name is The Earthquake, El Terremoto in Spanish. And the chapter that I'm going to read today is the chapter 5. In the last chapter, the woman, I can't remember her name. Uh, oh Jesus, Sylvia. Sylvia was or is very worried about her mother, and she took some medicines from his his bed where her mother sleep, and she started to started to walk uh, to Liberty Park, uh, where is supposed your mother will be with with another man who is his neighbor. Well, in the chapter 5, the name of this chapter is Gabriel's story. Slowly he started to walk. He felt terribly weak. His right arm hurt very badly, and his head too. Sometimes he nearly fell. Well, at the time of the earthquake, Gabriel was outside the plaza. A lot of people wanted to buy their tickets, and they went inside. But he had his ticket. He was safe because he waited outside. Gabriel heard the first sound of the earthquake, but he didn't see the building when they fell. He didn't hear the scream. Some rumble hit him on the head, and he fell to the ground. After a long time, he heard somebody. It was a woman. "Look at this young man," the woman said. "Is he dead?" "No," said another woman, "but he's hurt." I'm I'm alright," said Gabriel. He tried to sit up. The woman moved away. Gabriel's arm hurt terrible. He couldn't move it. It was broken. He sat in the street. Then he stood up slowly and looked around. It was nearly dark. Only the cars gave some light. "My family," he thought. "Mom, Dad." But they were a long away. They were a long way away in another town. He couldn't do anything for them. Then he thought of Sylvia. She was with Marco. He couldn't help her, but there was nobody with Mr. Delgado, and she was ill. Okay. I'll go back to Delgado's flat, thought Gabriel. I can help Mr. Delgado, and perhaps I will hear news of Sylvia. Slowly, he started to walk. He felt terribly weak. His right arm hurt very badly, and his head too. Sometimes he nearly fell. Hundreds of people were in the street. A woman ran into Gabriel. By accident, she hit his arm. It hurt terrible. He sat down in the road. Everything went black. When Ariel opened his eyes again, he felt very ill. He tried to sit up and look around. He wasn't in the street now. He was on the ground with a lot of other people. Doctors and nurses moved quickly around them. He tried to feel his head with his hand. Then he remembered his arm. A nurse came to him. "Where I am?" "What happened?" he said. "You are in the garden of the hospital," she said. "Your arm's broken." "I'm afraid." "And you've got a bad cut on his head too. On your head too. We can do more for you now. Thousands of people are waiting for help, and we haven't got medicine for all of them. It's not safe inside the hospital, but don't worry. You'll be alright here. Stay here quietly and sleep." She went away. Gabriel watched her. Then he remembered Sylvia. He had to go and find her. He had to help Mr. Delgado. Slowly, he stood up. He was weak, but he could walk. The doctors and nurses didn't see him. They were too busy. Gabriel left the hospital and started to walk back into the town. And that is how the chapter 5 the chapter 5 ends. I hope you enjoy this video and see you in the next chapter. Have a good day.